Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to take on the rest of the level 52 side quests here in the Dravanian Forelands. Our minion for today is going to be the Wind-Up Moon. Oh so bright. Oh so bright indeed. Hold on. Let me see. How do I turn you off? No, that just changes your angle. If I remember correctly, this was added before G-posing was even added? Specifically as a way to add lighting sources for when people were trying to do G-posing. You know, before it was added, officially as a feature. Alright, yeah, moon's too bright, we're going with the princely hatching for today. And to start, we have Virgome. You've got a quest for us. Virgome seems to have chocobos on his mind. Chocobo hunting isn't as easy as it looks. Those birds are too clever by half. I've designed some new traps though that I set up around Tailfeather a few days ago. Might be about time to check them. Think you could do that for me? There are two of them, one upstream of the Wylam River and one out to the east of Tailfeather. All you really need to do is head out there to see if they've caught anything. Alright, we're checking two traps. And I want to say Virgome actually has a chain. A nice chain of quests that we can do. Okay, we got some wild chocobo feathers. Oh wait, that is for a fate. Understood. Why are we getting everything that's really bright today? The minion, the mount. Why is the game just trying to blind me? The trap has not been sprung, but neither do we see any baits. Well, that's unfortunate. Seems that trap completely failed. I haven't done my daily tarot drawing for the day either, and with my luck so far, I'm willing to bet I'm gonna draw, probably gonna draw the sun or the moon. Probably the sun to pair with the moon that I just got as a minion. Alright then. Let's go check that other trap. Oh, it is just outside of Tailfeather. Perfect. So this quest title is definitely a Jurassic Park reference, correct? Okay, so right between this ring of trees. It does seem like a lot of the trees in this area do grow in rings like this. Which kind of gives the impression that they're probably just one larger structure and these are just the stems above the ground. Alright, Chocobo Snare, what do you got for me? I don't see any Chocobos. Yep, no Chocobo, no bait. And no analysis completion because the damn Feather Flea got in the way. Go away, Feather Flea. I do not want you here. I do not appreciate your presence. Goodbye. Oh, come on! Where are they all coming from? Okay, so no Chocobo, no bait. It looks like your traps are just failing completely. So, Virgome? It's not working out so well for you, is it? Ah, so the Chocobo's made off with the bait with us bringing the traps. Looks like I've come up empty-handed again. I half expected that would happen. That's why I dug pits near the traps in hopes of catching one off guard. Ah, sorry, I guess I forgot to mention that part. Looks like both you and the Chocobos managed to get past them on your own, though. Truth be told, this isn't the first time I've been outwitted by a Chocobo. I've got more trap designs in the work, and I plan to test them out soon. Stop by again if you feel like joining in. Sure, you know what? That's what we're here to do, so... A trap to yawn for. Virgome needs someone to help him with his new trap. Ah, you've come at the perfect time. I've designed a new trap that's sure to snare even the cleverest of chocobos. And I need someone to help me with the final step. Do you know the cave south of here? Rare glowing mushrooms called lampshades grow there, and they are essential to my trap. Could you fetch me one while I work on the finishing touches? Sure. Let's hope this one works better than your last trap. Or last several traps, it sounds like. Okay, so all the way south. I don't think we've actually been in that cave yet. But it shouldn't be too hard to find. Just keep heading south and we'll make it there eventually. Oh no. Oh no, we got red chocobos. Stay away. I've heard tales of your kind. I do not wish to be fucking smited by you. I don't think the coarser chocobos are gonna be that bad, but red chocobos have a bit of a reputation in this game. And I haven't played enough of the franchise to know if that comes from other games originally. Though I would be horrified to learn that it does. Okay, back to Tailfeather. Virgo, I returned with a lampshade. Hopefully your plan works this time. There you are. Do you have the mushroom? Yeah, I'm curious, what will they actually be used for? How is this trap gonna work? Yes, this glow is unmistakable. Now I have but to chop it up and mix it with some gizzle greens. And with that, the bait is ready. Seeing as you're already here, might I ask you for one more favor? A short distance upstream, you'll find a bed of straw. I need you to put these special gizzle greens on top of it. Okay, so the lampshades have an effect when eaten that you're not telling us about. Most likely puts them to sleep. Not a bad plan. I do believe I've seen similar plans work quite well in the past. That is massive, actually. Why are the gizzle greens so big? It's a cabbage bigger than my goddamn head. It's massive. Alright, Virgo, I return. The gizzle greens are set. You've placed the bait? Good. Now you're doubtless curious as to how the trap works. It is truly simple. The mushroom you brought induces drowsiness in chocobos. This will allow us to capture the birds without risk of causing them injury. Far gentler than pitfalls, wouldn't you say? Sounds like a plan indeed. Hopefully it works. Alright, next up, Remaclon. You have a quest for us? Remaclon looks like he's just seen a ghost, or worse. There's no way in the seven hells that that what I seen was right. You see, last night I was taking a stroll after a few pints and stumbled on some ominous-looking ruins. Of course, ruins are pretty common around here, but what I saw ain't. Dragons. That's right, dragons! 2 of them with great big wings and fire in their eyes. I ran straight home at the sight of them. My memory's a bit hazy, but if it really was dragons I seen, we could all be in danger. I can't very well go back there myself, but, well... I almost hate to ask, but do you think you could traipse on over to the ruins for me? I'll mark down the area I was wandering around in on your map. Alright, I can do that. Ruins with dragons. Oh, Mayor's Oath? We were there not too long ago. Last time we did Sidequests in the area. And I do think I remember seeing Dravanian statues there. It was mostly rubble and ruins, but... Let's go check it out to be safe. Right, we gotta go all the way up the cliffs. Alright, here we are. Mayor's Oath should be dead ahead just around this corner. And yeah, there are Dravonian statues here. Wait, is this... Where are the ruins that I went to before? I could have sworn this is where we went to, meet up with the hunter that we were helping, oh god, it was 2 weeks ago, so I've already forgotten names. We were helping new hunters find partners. I could have sworn we came down here and it was all rubble. We see 2 dragon statues. The craftsmanship of each is exquisite. It is easy to see how one might confuse them with the real thing, especially when you are drunk. Alright, back to Remaclon. But first, I swear, was it up here that we went? It might have been up here that we went. You know what? I'm not too worried about it. We went somewhere around here and found rubble. Back we go. Remaclon, I return. Good news. You were just very, very drunk. It was statues. You're back. Did you see the dragons? Statues, you say? Ugh, maybe I should go easier on the ale. They say those ruins up north were built by heretics. Even just going near them might have people doubting your allegiances. Well, since there's no real dragons, I guess there ain't nothing to worry about. Now that I know what sort of place it is, I'll be sure to give it a wide berth. Indeed. I'm glad we were able to get this resolved. None of this is useful to me, so I'm just gonna have to desynth something. Okay, next up. What quest do we want to take care of next? What level 52s are even available? Okay, we got several. What strings attached is going to be, ooh, way out there. Alright, then I suppose I'll meet you way up north in the 100 Throws. Alright, all the way up here in the 100 Throws, we have a harrowed hunter. Hello there. The hunter is staring into the basin with tears in her eyes. God, don't sneak up on me like that. Sorry, I've been a bit jumpy ever since a Bandersnatch howl startled me and I dropped my favorite bow in the river. I want to go and retrieve my bow, but I dare not wander the wilderness unarmed. There are so many dangerous things out there. Say, you look like a capable sword. Do you think you could go and find the weapon in my stead? With any luck, it might have just floated downstream a bit. You might get wet, but if you could recover it, you would have my gratitude. Yeah, no, it's dangerous to wander this wilderness unarmed with the bears around and the Bandersnatches around. See, I'll go snag your bow for you. Thankfully, it looks like it caught on the rocks, so... didn't go too far. Alright, let's get back and return in. That's an easy one. The bow should be in this area somewhere. I'll just be waiting over here. I got you your bow back. This bow is small and light, and while it may not have the power or range of a longbow, it is suitable for hunting in forests or similarly tight-quartered areas. You found my bow! Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally get back to hunting. Oh no, the bowstring is damaged. I'll have to take it to the bowyer at Tailfeather. Well, hopefully you're able to get that fixed. Alright, and with that, that is all the Tailfeather quests at level 52 done. But there are more level 52 quests, namely over at Loth's Vath, where there are a lot of quests for us to do. So I will meet you over at the Vath camp. Alright, made it to the Vath camp. We have quite a few quests to take care of here. Starting off, Sibleroy, you have a couple quests for us. Sibleroy is eyeing you hungrily. Generous Hunter. Generous Hunter, we would like to ask something of you. It is not difficult work. We need Nanka eggs. 5 delicious Nanka eggs. Slay a Ninky Nanka and harvest its delicious eggs for us. We wonder, will you never tire of Nanka eggs, Sibleroy? I mean, it does seem like it is a favorite food of the Vath in general. So let's go hunt a Ninky Nanka, get its eggs. And actually, I believe this pair is going to have quite the chain of quests for us. It's going to be most of the remaining quests for today. Alright, there's a Ninky Nanka. Hello there. Let's get to work. Oh, that was a bit of a waste of most of my abilities. Oh well. Back we go to Sibleroi. Alright, I return. I have your Ninky Nanka eggs. Do you have the Nanka eggs? Tasty, juicy Nanka eggs. I have them right here. Scores of tiny black eggs suspended in a sack of foul-smelling slime. Adult Nankas carry these sacks on their backs until incubation is complete. Yes, thank you for these eggs. The texture is irresistible. We could eat 1,000 of them, but 5 will do for now. We cannot understand your liking for Nanka eggs. They are disgusting. You have bad taste. We cannot understand your dislike for Nanka eggs, but this is what it means to be of the non-mind. I suppose it is. The Hunger is next with low-hanging fruit. The Vath Hunger is casting furtive glances in the direction of Mare's Oath. Fruit. Delicious fruit. The mere thought of it makes our mandibles itch. Do you know the high ground near Mare's Oath? A great tree grows there. Its fruit is delicious. The ripest fruit falls to the ground ready to be eaten. Please fetch us 3 of these fruits. Why do you love that fruit so much? They're just gonna keep fighting about this, I see. Alright, all the way back up towards Mare's Oath. Alright, we are almost there and being chased down by, nothing anymore. So the high ground. How do we get up to the high ground then? I mean, we can check the map. Maybe to the north? Or we can just climb up this route. That works. Alright, Kalem tree fruits. Sure. Let's grab some Kalem tree fruits. Grab a nice 3 of it. And then I will meet you back with the Hungerer. I return, Hungerer, and I have your Kalem tree fruits. We smell the fruit, and it makes our mandibles itch. I have it right here. Though slightly bruised from his long fall, this Kalem tree fruit appears ready to eat. So sweet and so soft. These fruits are amazing. Thank you, generous hunter. We cannot understand why you would like this fruit. The smell is disgusting and the texture is worse than disgusting. We pity you. Your life is poorer for your bad taste. But that is well, for it means more fruit for us. Being non-mind is not always bad, we think. And now they both have follow-up quests now that the first 2 are done. Sibleroi stares longingly into the distance. Hunter, we have another request to make of you. The Loagdons on the far side of the river. Their meat is delicious. Please bring us some of their delicious meat. We overheard your conversation. The Loagdons' meat truly is delicious, but that you would try to keep it to yourself? We think it is not fair. We were not talking to you, Hungerer. Do you so miss hearing the thoughts of others? But you are right, it is not fair. Very well, Hunter, please bring us 3 flanks of delicious Loagdon meat. Alright, we're hunting for both of them now. They're finding common ground. Alright, all the way down to find some Loagdons. Yep, all the way across the river. Alright, Loagdon spotted. Hello there. Let's get hunting. So we just need to kill 3 of them for their meat. That should be simple enough. There's 1. That's not who I meant to fight. Oh dear, we've got an Earth Sprite after us now. And you know what? Let's make it a party. Let's make it a nice big party. Taste my scatter shot. I mean, my spread shot. Alright, this was nice and easy. And thank you for the support, Juniper, keeping the Earth Sprite off of me. I will meet you back with Sibleroi. Sibleroi, I bring you 3 hunks of Loagdon meat. Do you have the delicious meat? I do. Meat so fresh you can still hear the death throes of the beast you sliced it from. Awful! No! Yes, this is it. This meat is very good. You have brought us very good meat. I cannot wait to eat it. Yes, the smell of this meat is very good. We do not remember the last time we saw such fresh, juicy meat. In the One Mind, only warriors are fed meat. But for one such as us to be able to eat meat, and whenever the mood takes us, there are very real advantages to being of the non-mind. And the Hungerer. What do you got? The Vath Hungerer seems distracted by something in the forest. Greetings, Hunter. Do you know the Melier? They wander the forest. We would like you to kill some. Why would you ask her to hunt Melier? You cannot eat them. They are far too tough. We do not want to eat them. We cannot eat them. Not one part of them is edible. But those evil creatures stop us from gathering food. They interfere with our hunting. Please kill 4 of them. It would make our lives much easier. Speaking of the Melier, I got a response yesterday from someone who actually answered a question I had about them, about the origins of their names. Let me actually pull that up real quick. I received it just yesterday, so it should be here. Here we go. Melier come from the Melier of Greek mythology. They were nymphs of the ash tree. That makes perfect sense. Alright, so the name in Final Fantasy makes sense, and that leaves me wondering where the name in Xenoblade came from. Could just be a name that they chose. It literally could be that simple. But when there have been shared names between multiple fantasy series in the past, it has usually led to, like, or it at least has usually been as a result of, like, there is a common root word, usually from Latin or Greek. Alright, so we're hunting for Melier. Let's take down 2 more and then get back to the Hungerer. Alright, where's our last one? There are no more up here. We have to keep going south. Fun! Here, let's go for this one since I can see it. And that was nice and easy. Back to the Hungerer we go. Hello there, Vath Hunger. I returned with good news about the Melier. Thank you, Hunter. You are a strong ally. When we fight, it is only to hunt food. It is a waste to hunt what we cannot eat. We would only grow hungrier. You are right, Sibleroi. Hunting Melier is pointless. They taste terrible. They are tough and dry. You find yourself picking splinters from your mandibles for days afterwards. Alright, well, I'm glad you two seem to be developing some sort of friendship. Next up, I believe the Voracious Vath has our next quest. The Voracious Vath is examining the Vath nest. Greetings, Hunter. Does the hunt go well? There is much delicious meat nearby. There is much delicious fruit nearby. We rarely want for food. What we want for is shelter. Building materials are one thing we cannot hunt. We have no materials, we cannot repair our homes. We cannot build new structures. Please fetch us some Dravanian clay. We need Dravanian clay to repair our homes. There is much Dravanian clay at the Noth Hive. Fetch some there. 2 boxes worth will be enough. Oh goody. Into Lothath Noth. Ooh, why do those consonants make me struggle so much? It's the THs into the T's that get me. Loth est Noth. Alright, well then, I suppose I'll just go ahead and meet you there since it's a bit of a trek. Alright, we have arrived at the Hive, and it looks like the clay is going to be on the upper wall that we went on before with Izael. So let's get climbing up there and see what we can find. So, some clay over this way. Oh god. You're very aggressive, the lot of you. Okay, one left. One left. Please get off of me. And we're clear. Awesome. No. No! Come on, I was so close. Okay, now give me that clay. It is very tempting to switch to ninja so we can stealth a little bit easier. But no, we're just gonna go behind them, I guess. Perfect! Perfect stealth! Nobody saw me on my way to the second one. Okay, and now all the way back to Loth's Vath we go. I returned Voracious Vath, and I have clay for you. 2 boxes of it. Do you have the Dravanian clay? I do. This clay, only found within the Dravanian foothills of Abalathia Spine, turns a deep ochre when fired in a kiln, a color unachievable with any other Eorzean clay. Thank you, Hunter. This will be enough. Dravanian clay is a special kind of dirt. Dirt from deep beneath the smoldering wastes. The Noth combine it with their saliva to make a thick, sticky substance. It is perfect for constructing nests. Well, I'm glad we were able to get some for you. What level is your next quest? I think it's going to be 53. Yep, okay, we'll continue your quest chain next time we come to the... to do quests around here. Okay, we have 2 more quests for today. Vath Storyteller, I believe, has one of them that we cannot access yet. Okay. The other one is from the Vath Fleetfoot. Here we go, Stolen Munitions. The Vath Fleetfoot is examining the weapon stores with a concerned expression. Though we hear not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, you somehow know that we need help. Our weapon stocks are wanting, we need more. I would make a request of you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. You can take them from the Noth nearby. 2 would be sufficient. I'm noticing some of the Noth click a lot less than the others. I'm curious why that is. Could just be that the writers forgot to insert the vocal tics. But it is interesting. It seems to be corresponding with specific Vath. Okay, so we want to fight... okay, I'll meet you all the way back over there then. Alright, made it back to Loth's Noth. We're climbing up the hill once again. We are never going to go inside the actual nest, apparently. We're just gonna stick up here on the walls the entire time we're here. Alright, fight some fire drones, steal their muskets, and then we should be good to go. One more? And beautiful! Easy hunting. Back we go. Good news, Vath Fleetfoot, I return with some weapons. Have you the muskets? I do. A queerly shaped firearm wielded by the Beast Tribe's fire drones. I see they didn't update all the text. Or all the UI text. Thank you, Hunter. With these we can arm ourselves, defend ourselves. We are of the same blood as the Noth, but even we find it utterly unnerving. The way they think is one, the way they move is one. It is hard to imagine us as the same people. And that also gets us an ether current. Okay. We have one final level 52 quest in the entirety of the Dravanian Forelands. You have it now. Good. Okay, so that was a prerequisite. Natural Repellent. The Vath Storyteller is concerned about the risk of Dravanian attack. Greetings, generous hunter. I would make another request of you. Please gather 3 bunches of silver dew and bring them back to us. Silver dew can be found near Tailfeather. There stands a raised area west of Tailfeather where the plant grows. Gather the plants there and then bring them back to us here. Alright. Okay, so that's going to be approached from this side, it looks like. Alright, not too far away, so we'll just go ahead and travel over. And then we'll need to figure out how to get on top of that cliff. Looks like there's a path from the south. Possibly. At least judging from the map. Yeah, the map seems to indicate there's a path right here. Ah! Yes, yes, yes. We can just climb up the steep cliff. Skyrim horse it, and we got ourselves some silver dew. Well, we need 3 of it, but still. Okay, and that is also a shortcut to get back to Tailfeather. Good to know. You know, Tailfeather, that's kind of a, rather major weakness in your defenses. Because that means that hill can be used as high ground for Dravanians from the west and any hostile Noth from the west, but you can't use it as high ground against them. That's not great. Alright, back we go to the Storyteller. Hello again, Vath Storyteller. I have for you the Silver Dew. Do you have the Silver Dew? I do. I do have the dew. A fragrant herb with silver leaves that when rubbed turns a bright green. Thank you, Hunter. We can now feel safe. The smell of burning silver dew, the smoke it produces, is unbearable to dragons. It will keep them away, making Loth Vath safe for a time. Alright, awesome, you've got dragon repellent. And that is every single level 52 quest in the Dravanian Forelands. When next we return to the Dravanian Forelands, we'll be working on level 53, of which there are, I want to say, 26 quests? So yeah, it's going to continue to be rather busy around here. But yeah, we'll have quests in Tailfeather, we'll have quests up here at Loth Vath, and then eventually we're going to start moving over to Onyx Shrine for some quests there, because there's a bunch there as well. Alright, then with that, this one went pretty smoothly. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we are continuing the main story as, shit's going bad in Ishgard right now, even though the war's supposed to be over. I'll see everyone next time for that.